We have three seniors from Albuquerque High here in the studio with us today. Janelle Astorga, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Ashley Karate.
Thank you.
And Maya Quinones.
Thank you.
Okay, Janelle, start us off. You guys are all leaders in these walkouts, helping organize other students. Why is this issue important to you?
For me as a senior, I don't have to take the test, but I'm really passionate about education, and I feel like tests aren't the way to teach. Tests don't teach, so we need to find alternative ways to kind of see how students are ready for college, because this is a college and career readiness exam. So why I'm here, I know we all have our personal reasons, but I don't believe that third graders should have to take this test. So there's a lot of reasons to why we're doing this, and one of them being that a score shouldn't determine the rest of your life. And this test specifically, it's the first year they're implementing it in New Mexico. So we don't understand why it's the first year that it should be affecting graduation. So that's kind of why we're here, is that people are misinformed about the test, and we want to clarify things.
Maya, what are your biggest concerns?
Well, my biggest concerns are the fact that there's so much diversity in each public school, and these tests, standardized tests in general, not just the park, they don't recognize that diversity in students, and they don't recognize the different ways that students learn, and the different ways that teachers teach. And so it's not only unfair to students, but also teachers. You know, for example, we have students at our school who don't speak English as a first language, and there's only one language for this test.
And Asher, what about you? Anything you want to add?
Mostly the same reasons as them, but one specifically that has gotten to me is I have a very close relationship with a lot of the teachers at my school and a lot of the administrators, and I see that I don't think it's fair to determine a student's intelligence off of a test and to determine a teacher's score off of a test that isn't diverse as all the students.
Do you feel like student voices are being heard right now? These concerns are being heard by officials in the Martinez administration, people higher up who are making these decisions?
I believe that although they might not agree with our thoughts on the park, they are definitely listening, and I hope that this influences their opinion and their decisions in the future.
Janelle, was a protest the only way to get them to listen?
No, we've tried before the walkout. We tried petitions and letters, and we've been to Santa Fe. We were at the Roundhouse protesting it there, and it seemed like we weren't being heard. So as a student body, this walkout came from student voices. We all decided collectively that this was the way that it had to be, since they weren't listening to our petitions.
And Maya, what about when you have a big group of students, some who may be coming to meetings, maybe talking about doing this protest, some who might just say, oh, I want to be part of it. How do you control a group of people, or how do you try to?
Yeah, well, for Albuquerque High, it was, we put together a code of conduct. So this basically went through and, you know, laid out all of what our purposes were, what were some of the common concerns that we just talked about among students, not just ourselves. And then we also had rules, and, you know, these were things like no violence, no profanity. When you make signs, don't, you know, use language that will get your message across, and without in, you know, like a vulgar way. And so we just had basic rules for people to follow, and you know, that made it so that we could get our message across in a good way, and so that, you know, if anything did happen, the media could not, you know, turn it around on us and say, you know, well, you guys were, you know, violent. And no, that's not why we were out there. We were out there because we actually had things to say, and we were very informed on why we were all out there.
Is there some extra pressure being students and feeling like adults may not take you seriously, and you have to make sure that this protest goes the way that you're envisioning it?
Definitely. You know, as young people, it's hard to stand up for what you believe in, because there are adults in this world, and they don't always agree with you, and they don't always value your opinions as much because of how old you are.
What about, I've seen on Facebook this week, Janelle, some adults saying things like, oh, these students just want to skip class, oh, they just want to go out with their friends. Your response to that?
You're misinformed of why we're protesting. That's not the point at all. I know there is some students who might feel that way, but specifically at Albuquerque High School, on behalf of them, we know why we're doing this. We, us three, we made sure that the students who were out there knew why we were protesting, what the reasons were, what the risks were actually too. So before we even decided to walk out, we made sure they knew they can get suspended. If something goes wrong, you may get arrested, and we let them know these things beforehand. And we also told them facts about the tests, how there's 14 other states who have opted out, so why can't we be the 15th state to opt out? We told them what's going to be on the tests, how the tests might affect them, and we really educated them. So to the people who are saying that we are just lazy kids who don't want to take tests, they're completely wrong.
Astrid, do you feel like you're changing the minds and informing some of your fellow students?
Yes, I definitely think that what we've planned in the last week has informed a lot of students. I personally got somebody emailed me the other day and they said, you know, I wasn't very fond of the walkout at first, but after you guys informed us about why it was happening and the reasons behind it, I completely agree, and I support you guys 100%.
And what's next?
Although we haven't planned any more walkouts for the rest of this week, a lot of students still refuse to take the test, and I mean, there's other ways of making our voices heard, so we're going to continue to go to these board meetings, to the Roundhouse. We're going to keep insisting until we get what we want to achieve.
Janelle, what for you would be a really great outcome from this spring?
Even if the test doesn't go away, but we're planning for that, we actually are asking the governor to sit with us and let us explain to her why we want this park test to go away, or even if she takes away the requirement for graduation. She could keep the test, but just make modifications to it so that we're eased into it and it's not implemented right this second, so that we're not worried about failing, or we're not worried about how are we gonna graduate if we don't know what's on the test and we're not prepared for it.
And Maya, what about you? What about the kids coming up behind you, maybe in 3rd grade now, maybe in 11th grade, right behind you in school? What do you hope for them?
I hope that they continue to not be afraid to speak out when they feel like they're being treated unfairly, whether it is a test or, you know, administration, whether it is any problem that they have in their school, that they aren't afraid to speak about it, because, you know, there is a right way of doing things, and that is when you feel like you are treated unfairly, you have a right to speak out. And, you know, I just hope that they continue that if they ever feel like they are being treated unfairly, because, you know, at Albuquerque High School we have a history of kids standing up for what they believe in. You know, we had a huge walkout for immigration that happened at Albuquerque High also, and you know, it was the same thing. They felt like they were being discriminated against, so they walked out, and kids should not be afraid of doing things like this.
Thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you much.